Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Aaron Martin, here again with another video. So what are we doing today? Well, I think today we're going to be working on the yz125 just a little bit. So let me show you what's going on. Alright, so here's the 125, and as you can see, I cleaned about probably 10 pounds worth of stickers and decals and garbage off this bike, and it looks a lot better now. Anyhow, I got a brand new 2020 yz125 front fender for the front here, just to kind of clean it up, because the old fender, here I'll show you the old fender here in just a second. Alright, here's the old fender. So you can just see this thing is completely sun-baked and it looks like garbage. So out with the old and in with the new, obviously. So reason I went with this fender is because they're easy to find and they're available. And why it's black is because the rear fender, somebody has a UFO, well, the previous owner put this UFO fender on here and that's black. So kind of wanted to balance out the bike a little bit. So instead of having the blue on the front, I got rid of that. And we're going with a white stadium number plate and black front YZ fender. Anyhow, so the plan for today is there's one thing on this bike that's really just absolutely trashing up the look right now, and it's making it look horrible, and that's the seat cover. I mean, the seat cover when it was new, it probably looked amazing with these graphics, because you can see it ties into the graphics nicely. Unfortunately, just past its prime, you know. Fortunately, the foam's not too terrible yet, but it definitely has seen a little bit of sunlight, and the fender is just, the seat cover is just done. So the plan for that is, again, we're kind of balancing it out with the black. We got this brand new gripper seat cover that I will be putting on here today, kind of freshen that up. Got some brand new Pro Taper pillow tops for this machine. And other than doing some jetting, I think we're getting pretty close to having this thing ready to rip. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, pull off the seat on this thing, and we're going to remove all the staples, get that old seat cover off there, and start installing on our brand new seat cover on this bike. Alright, here we go. Here's the old seat. Got it here on the workbench. So I'm going to start by doing these two little brackets down here. These take 8mm bolts, or yeah, bolts. I'm going to go ahead and remove those, and then I'm going to start going around and pulling out these staples. Now we can get a good look at the seat foam and just see how good or bad it is. You can see it's actually not in too bad a shape. It's just kind of sun-baked through there. That's okay, we'll work with this. And on this side, previous guy didn't pull out all of the staples. I might take a moment and just try and go through and remove these. Ooh, wow. Okay. In the very back here, the seat pan's cracked, so that's a bummer. Well, I'll just reupholster it as is, and we'll roll with it, because this, again, is kind of a budget beater. Alright, so now that I got some more of the staples out, what I'm going to go ahead and do is start stretching over my brand new seat cover, which we got right here. And one thing that really helps when you're doing this is using a heat gun, and then be sure you got a staple gun with staples that are shallow enough that they're not going to poke through your plastic and your seat cover. So you want to make sure you have the right type of staples for the job for sure. So let's go ahead, stretch this over, and start getting things stapled in. Sorry about that. I guess my camera wasn't recording. Anyhow, so you can see, got all the staples in, and I like using the heat gun because I like to soften up this plastic, make it a little bit more pliable, makes it easier for your staple gun to penetrate the plastic. So I hit this with the heat gun, heat it up, and then hit the seat cover material with the heat gun, and that helps it be a little bit more stretchy. So that way you can get a nice tight stretch over there. This probably isn't my best job because I didn't get things quite 100% even up top here. I could have done better there. But for what it's worth, it looks a hell of a lot better than what was on there to begin with. Take this thing, throw it on the bike here really quick. Let's see. I think that makes a world of difference. Of course, there's like little areas like this where there are creases up here, but that will all settle out with time. Yeah, already looking leaps and bounds better than it did when I got this bike. All right, so we went from this sunburned Cancer over to this nice new gripper seat cover. And I do think that looks a hell of a lot better on this bike and really helps tie that back fender and that front fender in together on this machine. So a few more things that need to be done. Number plate, waiting on that. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get a bar pad yet because I don't know if I'm gonna get new bars from this. You know, you never know, I might get lucky and one of us might loop out and crash and bend up these bars, and then I have an excuse to go get new bars. Anyhow, much better than the day I brought this old beater home. Anyhow, if you guys enjoyed this video and you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. And until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace, everybody.